What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN Access here at the Xbox Showcase at E3 2017. A few of our editors got to go hands-on with Sea of Thieves, so we're going to track them down and see what they thought. So I'm here with Ryan McCaffrey, who got to go on a short adventure in Sea of Thieves. Can you describe to me the structure, kind of the gameplay loop?
I'm already smiling just at you mentioning the game. So last year, it was here, we played it, it was just ship combat. This time we got to go on an actual treasure hunting adventure. We had 2 maps with X's on them, there's where treasure is, and you have to go down to the map room in your ship.
And then we had to go to the map, figure out which of the islands match the kind of description, and then we all took on roles sailing.
It always feels like there's something else, like just over to the side here, that you can go and explore as well.
We got a pretty good understanding of the structure from some of the other editors, but I understand you have a little bit of special knowledge about what might come next. Can you clue us in?
Yeah, so I had a talk with a couple of the guys from Rare after we saw it, and my major takeaway from that conversation was that structure we saw, where we had the 3 maps, and we have this idea of we're going to choose one of these and head out and finish that gameplay loop. There's a wider loop to that, which is you have to go and find those maps. You have to go and find those quests from people around the world. That could extend to things like riddles that take you across the world, like 6 different islands, and you're finding new bits of treasure as you're going on. So it's super exciting to hear that part of the game is finding the game.
It's a cooperative effort just to sail where you need to go, because you need to mind the winds and turn the sails where they need to be.
I like how they don't tell you like, oh, you have to do like, you'll weigh the anchor, you have to do this. Like, you have to figure it out for yourselves. And like eventually I went to the crow's nest and I was like spotting rocks. I'm like, hey, we gotta move left.
Somebody get to the sails.
The wind's coming the wrong way, so we're turning the angle of the sails.
Someone check the map.
The guy in the map room, we're like, get out of the map room, come up here and help.
There's one moment in particular that I want you to tell me about, and that's when you got launched out of a cannon and encountered...
Everyone was getting the cannons, and I'll be honest, I had no idea how they were doing it, so I'm like, well, I'll just jump off the ship. So I jumped off the ship and started swimming towards the island, and I looked around, didn't see anything, so I turned around, kept swimming, and then I turned around, there's one barreling right towards me. I pulled out the pistol and shot it, didn't really do anything, and then I pulled out the blunderbuss and killed it. I killed a shark, is what I'm trying to say, and it was everything I wanted it to be.
It's a beautiful game. The HUD is almost non-existent.
Which I love.
Yeah, unless you bring up a radial menu. Can you tell me about the presentation and what you liked or potentially didn't like there?
I love just about everything about the presentation. It has such a colorful art style that's kind of classically Rare, I think.
It's a very distinct visual style, but everything like feels really nice. You can see on the map table, you can see the light pouring in from like the grids above.
The game is gorgeous. I'm standing on the front of the ship. I was noticing actually, as I was just looking out across the ocean, like the waves and like sort of like the level of detail in them and the spray of the sea and all this. And it's actually a really beautiful game.
That minimalist HUD, like you were just talking about, I think adds a lot to this game. You have to do everything. You don't have waypoints. You don't have anything to really help you out. It's just you and your wits and your crew.
So how exactly are you going to play this game? Because from what we saw over there, it was very laser-focused, getting the treasure, getting back, not really messing around with other ships.
Yeah.
Do you think when it's up to you and it's Captain Terrell, are you going to be a little bit more of a pirate?
Oh, totally, yeah. I can't wait to, really dig into the PvP and the combat in this game, because that's kind of my stick, right? Like, I like that competitiveness.
I'm going to make sure that all of my friends have it, and I'm going to be the most tyrannical captain that I can be. I just love the idea of becoming that seek and destroy ship that no one wants on their server. Watching someone going to get their treasure. Actually, the developers gave me a great idea, which I hadn't heard before, which is follow a ship, watch them get off to go and get treasure, hide in their hold, wait for them to pick it up, come back, ambush them, steal it, get back on your ship.
Brilliant.
Amazing. I'd love to do that.